Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Neil from the Pentatonic Way, and welcome to another edition of How to Solo Over This, where I bring you a new backing track every weekday and we unbox it together, and I show you how I'd kind of approach it using the pentatonic scales and stuff like that, because they work over everything, and I try to prove that every day. I try to prove it to myself. I'm on a mission to try to play over everything using pentatonic scales. As always, the links to the lessons and the demonstrations are in the description below, so you can jump ahead. We're going to jam through it a couple times. I'll show you a couple places to play over this backing track, which happens to be a sweet-ass Pink Floyd backing track today. Before we get into it, I just want to invite you to like this, comment, subscribe, share, let the world know you care. And head on over to Patreon, where you can get cool stuff like courses and the cheat sheets for this video and all the videos prior and the video I do tomorrow and the next day. All are over there and help support the channel and whatnot like that. So let's get to the jam track. Let's jump on it. So you can probably tell from the design here of the jam track that that's Artemon Studio. They always do a cool job with their caricatures of the players, which I love. So yeah, Pink Floyd backing track in A minor. All right. And as always, he has the dynamics map here that he likes to put, which I think is super helpful. You know, so like white is very chill, dark green is most intense, and then everything in between. So if you can follow along with that, you know, here when you're tearing it up and the backing track's going crazy, he always has great dynamics in it. The white part comes up, you gotta come down, you gotta chill out and then build it back up, which is cool, very cool. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. I'm gonna jam on it real quickly, and then I'll show you what scales I was using. About halfway on the dynamic meter. I didn't think we were there yet. All right, cool. I thought we had one more dark green square. I gotta watch my dynamics map. All right, cool. So let me show you the scales we're using. There's only 2 shapes, and it sounds amazing because you can see there's like 4 chords, 2 shapes. That's it. That's all you need because we got a bunch of twinsies going on. So let's look at A minor in that first spot. We typically look at it at any minor, any chord progression that starts like with a minor chord. I'll typically first think of where that minor chord is using this shape here, right? So what I mean by that is we're in A minor, we have an A here, right? And we use this shape with this note, right there on the A, we have an A minor scale, A minor pentatonic. All right, so that leaves us with scale degrees, root, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, root, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, root, flat 3. All right, cool. Also, for C, they're twinsies, man. A minor is the sad twin of C. They share the same notes in these shapes, so you can still use this shape. And instead of starting on the root note, what we're starting on is what they call the major sixth, right? So major sixth scale degree, and here's your root note. That second note down here, that's C. Then you got your second, third, fifth, major sixth. There's another root note. Second, third, fifth, sixth, and another root note. All right? So then you have F coming up. If we're going to stay in this same spot on the neck, we're only going to need to switch a couple notes. So look at this. That's it. That's all that moves. So those 2 notes, now you're jamming an F major. All right? So we're starting actually now on the 3rd scale degree because you got F down here, right? Do, re, mi. So there's your 3rd. You got 3rd, 5th, major 6th. There's your root, your F. 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, root. 2nd, 3rd, 5th. All right. Now, twinsies, you gotta love them. That's the same shape we're gonna use over D minor, right? Because your D minor is here. And you can see that shape's right in that pattern there. So we're gonna start here. Now we're starting on the 5th scale degree. You got 5th, flat 7. There's your root on the 5th string. Flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, root, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. All right. And then we're back to A minor. Do you remember what we're using over A minor? Oh, wait. That's right. We're using this shape here. All right. Cool. On a side note, I lowered the action on this baby yesterday. I'm loving it. Loving it, and I might lower it even more. Every day I lower it a little bit more, which I love about this neck. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, my Warmouth neck. I'm not like doing a commercial or anything. You can adjust it right from there, the tension on the truss rod. Awesome, awesome. Before I used to have to take off the entire neck because it was down here. It wasn't even up here, like, you know, any civilized guitar. You have to take the neck off and do it like that. Crazy. All right. So let's check out this track again. I'll try to stick to the dynamics mapping and see if you can follow along. Hopefully you wrote down the shapes. And if you want, just head over to Patreon and I'll hook you up with the shapes and all the cheat sheets and stuff like that. So. I gotta stick to my spot. Where are we on the thing? All right, cool. Also, another thing I love is all the tones I can get out of this baby now. I got the volume knob, I got the blender between these two pickups. Awesome, awesome. Anyway, that's my own, like, joy. So yeah, you can see just two shapes and it sounds amazing, right? Sounds like I know what I'm doing. I don't. I'm just like, what does this note do? What does that note do? You see, I just saw your video on Fries Nova. You played multiple pens, all different keys. It's intentional. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah. I just said, what's the simplest way to approach this stuff? And like here, you know, you get your A minor, play A minor. Get your C, play C major pentatonic. It's the same one in this case. But then, like, if you put them all together, like in this case, we're also using the fourth shape here, right? If you put those together, you kind of get the key that it's from, which I'm assuming is F, right? Maybe? Got your A minor. Yeah. C. Sorry, buddy, I'm shooting a video. But yeah, that's the idea, is that all of these add up to one of the diatonic keys. In this case, it's F. Something like that. Yeah, great question. Great question. Thanks for checking out my other videos too. Cool. So I'm going to show you another place to jam on this and try it out. Let's look at the 12th fret. Got a lot of visitors today. All right. Let's check out the 12th fret. We're going to use this shape, in this case, over the A and the C. All right, so if we look at the scale notes, the scale degrees, we got our fifth, we got our flat 7, root, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, root, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. But over C, we got your flat 3. Oh, sorry. That's your major 6th. Wait a minute. No, that's your major 3rd. Your 5th. There's your major 6th. Root, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, root, 2nd, 3rd, 5th. Sorry. All those people coming in, and this, I love getting the comments and stuff, but it does throw me a little bit. I love it though. It's like playing live a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. I see that you're watching. Thank you. Yeah, so let's go through this a bit, and I want to talk a bit more about that question too. All right, so we have that for the C and the A minor, right? Now for our F and our D minor, we're going to use the second shape here. We're going to put that on the 13 though, because that's F. So we got F major, we got your root, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, major 6th, root, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, major 6th, root, 2nd. All right, and for D minor, we're starting on our minor 3rd. You got your 4, 5, flat 7, root, minor 3rd, 4, 5, flat 7, root, minor 3rd, and then your 4. All right, cool. So I'll jam over this a little bit and see if I can make it sound musical for you guys. Whoop, nope, now I've done it.
The new Hyundai Sonata
right.
with remote
We
smart
can watch a
parking
commercial
assist.
together.
You won't find that on Accord, Camry, or Altima.
Oh, I was just going to say, as far as this question goes, I tried to think about, the other way around. Like, okay, these are all the chords. What key are they in? Okay, so they're in F Ionian, right? And then you're like, all right, now I got to think about what notes in F Ionian outline an A minor chord. I can't play the other ones because they're going to sound weird, right? Or which notes in there outline like C Mixolydian. And it was just too much for me to think about. So I know that if you play the pentatonics over them, they're going to sound great. Like you could play C dominant pentatonic over that and it'll sound good too, because that's kind of like Mixolydian and stuff. But the idea was to keep it simple for my brain, So that's kind of where it came from. So great question, man. So. Little Pink Floyd thing there. gonna jump around a little bit. Well, it worked out. The end of the most extreme part, and I ended up on the highest note on the guitar. You can't ask for better than that. Well, this lesson's getting kind of long. I appreciate you guys checking it out and watching with me. Means the world to me. It's like playing live, which is something I'm sure you guys miss too, with the way things are with the pandemic these days. But hopefully we'll get back out there. And for now, let me just to say I appreciate you and thanks for watching. And I hope you try this stuff. Pick up your guitar and try it. And I would love to hear how it works out for you. All right. I will see you tomorrow with another lesson. And I'll enjoy. Take it easy, man. Thanks.